Okay, everybody, we are so happy to welcome you on our anti-aging webinar, which is so up to date today because so many people want to be younger, right? And especially feel younger, correct? So we are going to talk about, because a lot of people tell me, oh, this is just a myth. It is not not a possible. Maybe when I am getting this age, then I will be for sure, feeling bad and having mobility problems and so on. So let's talk about it. And we have several great people here on the call, and I would like you to very shortly introduce yourself. So maybe I will start from my wonderful son, who is working with me, hand by hand, and we are working together. So Tony, tell very quickly who you are and how you can help people.
Yeah, I'm Tony Green. I am a certified health coach. I live and work in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. And we've been doing this now for over 12 years and helping a lot of people, supporting them and transforming their fitness, appearance, and health overall.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Tony. And now we have also Corey. Corey is new, but already has a lot of experience with our system. So Corey, tell a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Well, my background is in clinical pathology, and worked in that industry for quite a number of years with research and teaching, and particularly at Ohio State University. And then I became association management CEO and did that and was very connected with the integrative health community. So then that led me when my retirement, which I'm doing now. I'm an integrative nutrition and health coach from IIN, and I would call myself a transitional whole person health coach and Qigong coach, because I do go out in the community and do webinars on the power of healing through Tai Chi Easy, I call it, or joyful movement.
Yes, thank you so much, because connecting together a work on energy and everything together, that's the key to success. So thank you so much. We will be talking more about that soon, so stay tuned. Okay, we have Scott also here. Scott, tell a little bit, few words, what you do and how you can help people.
Hi, Grazina. Good to see you again. I'm a massage therapist. I'm also here in Florida, and I've been using this product now for several years. I've shared it with a lot of my clients. We've seen a lot of good results, including myself. I've been doing massage over 20 years. I had a couple knuckles that had discomfort, and that's went away. And I've shared it with clients, seen results with knees and other joints, and it's wonderful. So I'm actually in between appointments today, but I'll be on the call just a little bit, and I'm glad to see you again, Gerzina.
Wonderful. Thank you so very much. And I know that Elizabeth, I don't know if you can say a few words.
Oh, Elizabeth, yeah, she was one of my clients, and she started using the product. And actually she for one had a discomfort in her knee, and it was always warm and swollen when I used it. She started using it and it completely went away. And she's had other good results too. And she's also used the product for several years. So, yes.
Yes, that's right. That's right. And she was really in a big trouble, and now she's enjoying her life. But here is Elizabeth, and Elizabeth Catholic, who we met on my lecture. She came to my lecture one time, and she had a big problem with her lower back, correct? So introduce yourself, what you do, and how you help people.
Yes, it's correct. And I met you, it was 6 years ago. I had a back problem, and when I hear your story, I couldn't believe it. This is true? But I decided to try anyway, because if you don't try, you don't know. It's better to try on yourself. Don't listen to other people. So I did, and took me 1 year, and my back is strong, so I don't have to do any more visit to chiropractor, and I can even wear shoes on the heel once a while. Before I couldn't. I can lift all kinds of stuff, and I like work in the garden, so I don't have to ask my husband all the time, helping with this and this. And then I help a lot of people because it's hard to keep this as a secret and quiet. So if you help yourself, you feel good, and you want to help others. So when I hear when people has knee discomfort or back problem, I share this information, and this way I'm helping others.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you. And of course, maybe you don't know me. I have a PhD in electrical engineering. So what am I doing here? Well, my husband had a problem with his shoulder. He was not able to move his arm at all. The doctors told him he needs absolutely joint replacement. That was 12 years ago. And using this our system, in 3 months, he was able to move his arm. And in a year, he was without discomfort, and he told me he has brand new shoulder. That was 12 years ago, and until today, he has a brand new shoulder. So we are all excited to get started. So what are we doing? So let me share some slides, and we will be talking more during this presentation, so that everybody can participate. Okay, let me know when you see the transparencies. Do you see it already? Okay, perfect. So what is the goal of this webinar? The goal is to show you why our body degenerates and what we can do to prevent or even reverse this process. Because all of us, and tell me, you can write in the chat if you really agree that we are drying out, that we dry out from inside out. And if we could stop this process, like Tony is talking many times about the cells that are leaking water, right, Tony? And then you have
Well, fluid, but yeah.
Like fluid, that's exactly right. So just imagine that you are driving a car and you have tires, and the tires are leaking air. How far you can go, right? So this is happening with our cells. So what really is happening is we have degeneration of our connective tissue. And you have to understand that this is the reason. And guess what? The companies are selling and promoting Coca-Cola and other sugary drinks. Do you agree? Well, they are promoting a lot of sweets. Well, what happens then? When you drink a lot of sugar, and then in Coke, let's say sugar, salt, then you get degeneration of your connective tissue. You get high blood pressure. You have all these illnesses that people are sick with. And the same companies then will sell you the drugs, that actually destroy your body. So I am just invited you to get your own education, educate yourself, and learn and understand what is happening really with your body and how you can stop this process, because you know that there are places in the world that people are living to over 100 years old, and they do not have wrinkles, and they do not have problems with health. So what does it mean? It means that they are super people? No, it means that they do something correctly, right? And we are not doing something right, and we can change, we can transform. And this is what we are all here about, helping you to do that. So let's start from simple thing, one thing, degeneration of connective tissue. Why this is so important? Because our body is about 80 to 90% of connective tissue, right? We are not talking about only skin. We are not talking only about joints. We are talking about cardiovascular system. We are talking about your eyes, your gums, your digestive system. Everything, is with problem with your connective tissue. If we solve this problem, many problems will go away. So we are losing 10% of integrity of your connective tissue, and you cannot get it back through diet and exercise alone. You have to understand that. We were working with Tony, with many people who eat correctly, who exercise, and still they have problems with joints or wrinkles. So what is a missing piece of the puzzle? Would you like to know that? That's what we are going to tell you. And now I'm talking about anti-aging. Maybe you have seen, I've sent you an email with invitation when I showed you that I personally reversed my age 14 years, right? Corey is another one. She has reversed, she has proven fact that she reversed her age too. So it is possible, but can everybody do it? And the answer is yes. But if you don't do anything, the statistics are here. And you know what? I don't know if you want to end up there. I definitely don't. And Tony doesn't look, forward to taking care of me when I would be one of those, So think about it. Think about it. How do you feel? Do you feel better than 10 years ago? Or do you feel worse? Are you going this direction? So look, for example, households age 65, 79, 45% have household activity limitations, 21% mobility limitation, and 20% need a caretaker. And if you are 80 and over and people are living longer and longer, 34% need somebody to take care of them, brush their teeth, go to the bathroom. Do you want to be one of those people, or do you want to do something about it? I definitely want to do something about it. But many people say that's not possible. That's not possible because, it is what it is. We are aging. But it is possible with our proven, patented, unique system. But also one thing is important for you to understand, that prevention is always easier than reversal. What does that mean? It means that the degeneration process doesn't start when you are 65. Your degeneration process starts when you are 25 or 30 years old. Immediately when you stop growing. And this is the problem. So, but look what is possible. What do you think? This is what happened from inside out. She didn't use any magic creams, anything. She rebuilt her body from inside out. Now, we participate with a lot of shows, and they have beauty shows. And guess what you find there? 95% of people who are there, they sell creams. Creams. But let me ask you a question. Do you think we can rebuild our body from outside in? Or do we need to rebuild it from inside out? And this is what we are looking here. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't use good creams. No, that's in addition. But rebuild it from inside out. So for example, in my case, I am 72 years old. We have two types of age. One age is chronological age. Another age is biological age. So Your chronological age, you can't do anything about it. I was born at 30 date and I am 72. There is nothing I can do about it. However, with a biological age, that's what we can change. I am 58 in a biological age. So is it possible? Yes. And as a matter of fact, it has been proven nowadays at the Harvard Medical School that the information about our youth is actually stored in our body. And if we change environment, if we change something that we are doing and we transform, we can access that information. And this way, we can not only stop aging, but also reverse aging. Okay, so what building, let me play you this video. That would be, just see that you can see what is possible.
I was in a turning point because the head of neurology was recommending spinal cord surgery for me for cervical spinal stenosis, and I was looking for alternatives. So I figured that since it helped my friend Judy, that it might be beneficial for me and the means of possibly avoiding the surgery. And I was able to avoid the surgery. I'm no longer in discomfort with my back. I never needed the spinal cord surgery.
At one point, my shoulder, I had a hard time even lifting a water jug out of the fridge, you know, and now I'm doing bench pressing with 350 pounds. I'm competing in the WPC, Canadian National Powerlifting Competition. And at one point, I never thought I'd ever be able to bench press again. My shoulder was that bad. I actually thought that I'd probably have to resort to having surgery done. And it wasn't until I heard the story of Chad that of how he had almost the same kind of issue with his shoulder. And I said, you know, if it works for him, it's got to work for me. You know, and I'll tell you, I'm pretty amazed at the results that I've gotten from this and how my shoulder has gotten so much better.
After many injuries over a number of years, I got to the point where I couldn't lift my arm without it being excruciating. I had my doubts, but I decided I'd give it a try. I did, and after about 3 months, and with the continuing lightweight rehabilitation, all of a sudden I could begin to use my shoulder again. And then after about a year, I was to the point where I was totally without any discomfort and had a free range of motion and resumed all the activities I like to do. Lead among them, water skiing, lifting weights, and working in my yard with hedge trimmers above my head.
So this is what's possible. So probably you ask yourself a question, why I am struggling then, if this is possible? And here is some possibilities that you have been doing it a hard way. So number one, maybe you didn't know how to choose the correct nutrition for your body, because that's very confusing, right? So that's number one. Maybe you wasted a lot of money for supplementation that did not work. Ask yourself a question. Maybe that's one case. Maybe you did not exercise or did not know how to choose the right exercise for your condition. Or maybe you didn't have a clear goals and clear system, and maybe you didn't have any support. So what are we proposing here? We have 3 secrets to our youth building. Secret number 1, we help you to set clear goals so that you know exactly what your body needs to start feeling better. The second secret is we help you to set a clear roadmap how to achieve your goal. And secret number 3, you will be shocked when I show you how using our system you can transform your body and mind to look and feel better than 10 or 15 years ago. So let me talk about secret number 1. How to know exactly what body needs to start feeling better. So when you just see, you have to define what you want to achieve. And that's always my first question when I talk to you. So what you want? Do you want to lose weight? Or maybe you want to build muscle? Or maybe you want to improve mobility and flexibility? Or maybe you want to reduce stress, improve hydration, reduce wrinkles, or maybe increase energy and productivity? A lot of people want all of it or some of it, but you have to say, this is my goal. I want to achieve that. So this is something which I wanted to let you know that you can achieve it. And this is something that you can check from the Harvard Medical School. The scientists proven that we can reverse the aging process in mice. So the goal is the same, to do the same to people. So the whole idea is that aging is a disease, if you get that in your head. Aging is a disease. So if you want to not to be sick, you need to kind of reverse aging. Make sense? Because if you reverse aging, you don't have to worry about getting cancer at 70, heart disease at 80, or Alzheimer's at 90, because you have reversed your biological age. That's what I'm talking about. You see, somehow the cells know the body can reset and still know which genes should be turned on and off when you were young. It's stored in your system. Regeneration system that some animals use, like salamander's limb. When you cut it, it can regrow. Fish tail, if you cut it, it can regrow. Or finger of the mouse will grow back. These findings indicate that the backup of information about your youth is stored in the body. So now, this is critical thing, what I tell you, that you have to understand that your body can heal itself, but you need to provide the right conditions. And this is critical. You have to understand that your body can heal itself. And this is, we already talked about, the chronological age versus biological age. These are two different things. Two different things. So you don't need to get tight. Oh, I am 80, so I cannot do this. All right. No. It's nothing to do with it. Because the only thing what matters is your biological age. And this is what you need to work on. So, but also prevention is always easier than reverse. So the earlier you start, the better results you get. So here is one of the most important things. So I said we need to rebuild connective tissue. So if we have to rebuild connective tissue, we have to think about what this connective tissue is built of. And main components of connective tissue is collagen, hyaluronic acid, and chondroitin sulfate. So here is the graph showing you the levels of collagen, which is a green one, and hyaluronic acid, which is the black one, as you age. And this is on average here in US and Western countries. So when you see they are dropping about 1% each year. So by the age of 60, you have very little hyaluronic acid and collagen. So the idea would be somehow to get it back to your body. Let's look what happens. The consequence of this, let's look at the joint. So when you look at the joint, this is a bone, this is synovial fluid, the green one, and this is cartilage. So when synovial fluid is built of hyaluronic acid. So when you look at the hyaluronic acid here, it drops, you're drying out. So when you dry out, this hyaluronic acid, which is like an oil in your car, it's drying out. So we have bone on bone, and the cartridge is being destroyed. And then it's a pressure on your nerve, and then you are in trouble. So what we have, what the doctors will do when you go to the doctor now, they say, okay, let's cut here, and substitute that with metal. But let me ask you a question. Even if you do that, are you solving the problem? What is the real problem that is happening? Degeneration of connective tissue. So if you do the joint replacement, have you solved your original problem? Answer is no. So if you don't, so what does it mean? It means that very soon you will have a problem with another joint, or you will have a problem with some other with eyes or with skin or with gums, anywhere when you have connective tissue, because you haven't solved the original problem with the degeneration of connective tissue. So what we have for you is, you have to understand that there is a solution. What is the solution? GMP labs from California, they found a natural source that is bioidentical with your body. Tony, can you control this? Please, thank you. So it's bioidentical with your body.
That's easier. I'll
So
take the
I have a noise in the
Okay. No, I am not hearing this.
Okay, maybe here. Okay, so I'm sorry, but there was some noise. So there is. So you have here so they found the natural source. So it's very important. It's a natural source that mimics how our connective tissue is built. That means that it is recognized by your body as its own. You cannot be even allergic to it, because you don't put, once you get this back to your body says thank you and starts rebuilding itself. You cannot be even allergic to it. So here is the picture of this is a patented collagen hyaluronic acid matrix. This is how it is built off. So it's not just collagen. That's very important. It's not just hyaluronic acid. It's everything, or other glycosaminoglycans that correspond exactly to how your body is built. Now, the other big problem was it was necessary to get it absorbable. So they hired the scientists from Harvard, Stanford, and Cornell, and they worked on this problem with optimizing size of the molecule for almost 20 years. And they found the optimized size of the molecule is between 1.5 and 2.5 kilodaltons. And then they made this. So now we have something perfect, like the perfect key to the lock. They can open the lock, the exact cutting and exact size. So it's absorbable. You drink it. It's a liquid form. You drink it. It's from under your tongue, going directly to your body. And it is going to be absorbed and 95 to 98%. The other very big problem is why the synovial fluid cannot be rebuilt from anything else, is because of the problem with hyaluronic acid, how big it is in nature. If the molecule is too large, it cannot be absorbed. And this is the only product on the market that has absorbable form of hyaluronic acid that is clinically proven. So here is as you see here, here is they show you why it cannot be, you cannot get it back from food or other supplements. The size of the molecule is too large, and our body is not able to absorb it. And here is the proof. Here is the proof that we can supplement it 6,000. When you drink it, you get back 6,000% of hyaluronic acid, which is amazing, which is totally amazing. If through the good food, you probably can get 1 or 2%, but not more. And then you can see here, this is the another thing that we can lower the enzyme called hyaluronidase that cause our aging. And also we can reduce the dryness without even moisturizers. It's measured on the skin, but you know that from the skin, everything you can see inside your body. So the entire system that works, this we're talking about is, first of all, we will talk about food, nutrition, clean water. Then we talk about supplementation. So what we focus on, because that's the most important, we focus on rebuilding connective tissue and hydrate your body and also remove inflammation, rebuild microflora and cleanse your digestive system. And for women, we also can talk about regulate hormones without hormones. And then we have detoxification of your body, balance exercise routine, and also an exercise routine. Let me just show you, because some people do not exercise, but look, if you have suitable exercise routine, you reduce risk of cancer by 40%. You cut risk of stroke by 45%. You slash risk of diabetes by 50%. You have the risk of premature death from heart disease. You help to protect women from osteoporosis. So this is amazing. So that's why this is a huge part of our system. And also you need to prioritize well-being, mental well-being, stay hydrated, use clean products, stay consistent, and track your progress. Track your progress. That's why we ask everybody to just get the picture of their face so that we can check, because this is the largest organ. And if you zoom on your skin, on your face, then you will see how your connective tissue is being rebuilt. And so let me just tell you here, this was the very quick video. And
so I had gone to rent a U-Haul from a friend of mine who teaches salsa dancing and rents U-Hauls. And while I'm there getting the truck, the guy who's older than me squats all the way down to the ground and bounces up 3 times like a yo-yo. Now, I've had very much pain in my knees for 7 years. Haven't been able to run in 7 years. I said, whatever you're taking, I want it. I signed up, I think that same day or that next day. He gave me a bottle while I was waiting for mine to come in. And I started taking it right away. He said, take a swig in the morning, 1 in the evening. I took a swig every 2 hours. That first day, I felt better. In 8 days, I was able to run, walk. In less than 3 weeks, I ran half a mile. I just ran a mile the other day. Haven't done that in 7 years. Haven't been able to walk without severe pain in my knees. So I know it works. And I'm telling people about it.
So this was the first secret. The second secret is you have clear roadmap. So what does it mean when we talk? We say, okay, for example, if your goal is weight loss and lean body system, so we have to say, okay, I want to lose 10 pounds in 3 months. Okay, that's our goal. And this would be heavy, very clear. Or reduce body fat percentage by 5% within 6 months. So that's a clear goal. Another thing, maybe somebody wants to improve mobility. So, for example, your goal will be participate in your favorite activities without discomfort within 6 months. And we tell you exactly what you need to do. Or hydrate your body and increase flexibility within 3 months. Or let's say you have a goal of wrinkle reduction. So the goal, specific goal, will be rebuild your skin and increase hydration. We show you, take a photo of your face and see the results. So for example, here, that was my friend. That was before and after in 3 months. So you see how that was rebuilt. You have heard already the Kirk stories. So the Kirk story, you have pain in shoulder, could not even lift the jar of water. Doctors suggest surgery, and he lost hope that he could ever bench press again. And now he's doing bench pressing of 350 pounds, competing in the WPC Canadian National Powerlifting Competition and breaking a world record in his age group. So that's the goal, and that's what we were able to achieve. So my question to you, and ask yourself, do you believe that setting clear goal is essential for any transformation journey, right? So this is the number 2. And number 3 is, you'll be shocked when I show you how using our system can transform your body and mind to look and feel better than 10 or 15 years ago. So let me get you here. So this is maybe some of you are professionals. So this is a Dr. Kelly Maton who has successful practice in New York City. So let's see what she has to say.
I'm Dr. Kelly Matone. I am thankful to Tony and Dr. Rozinia. Thanks to this amazing patented system, my practice now stands out as the only place people can go to not only look better, but to have their health and mobility transformed in ways they never even thought possible. And I'm earning a lucrative second stream of income that will far outlast my days working as a physician. I'm Dr. Kelly.
So this is important because whatever you do now, if you use the system in addition, your practice, your results will be much, much better. Let's hear one more, and that will be it. And then we...
Well, I'm a PhD psychologist, and I'm a love expert. So that means 2 things. Number 1, I am very skeptical about any kind of product, although I've tried literally thousands of products throughout my lifetime in terms of health and beauty, right? Number 2, being a love expert, it's very important. I do a lot of teaching, live teaching on the videos. There's a lot of people make documentaries about my work, as a dating expert, and been on the Today Show and everything. It's very important for me to look young. And my husband looks at me and says, "You look like you've had a facelift." I'm like, "Oh my God, it's true." My skin, you can see the condition of my skin. My skin just started plumping up and glowing and being so healthy. It's just amazing. And it's not just on my face, but it's also all over my body. My dry eyes are much, much better. I would say they're 80% better. Well, I'm a...
So, and then one more thing, let's look at the doggy. This one dog is 11 weeks before. So in other words, this is before, this is 11 weeks later. So that's very quickly. Look how this dog, maybe you know somebody who is having a problem with walking on the stairs. So as you see here. So anyhow, our story is, I've already told you about our story, but we do it for 12 years and we have amazing and many successful clients. And one of them is Elizabeth, who is on this call. So she will share with you, in a second by herself what she was able to achieve. But this was amazing because she had her lower back problems for 28 years. So just to sum it up, we have 3 secrets. So if you start working with us, we have to set a clear goal. We are here for results. So we set clear goal with you, tell us what you want to achieve, and we show you their clear roadmap, how to achieve it, and then you will be shocked because we will be measuring your progress and your results. So this is our system. So here is, you can book a call, discover a call. You can just go to this link, meetme.so/be well, and scan it or scan this and book a call. We will be in Europe the first part of September, but you can just book a call now before we leave or later on when we come back. And why should we book a call? Because you will get crystal clear on your health goals for the next 6 months with a new confident mindset. We will discover together what is the core problems and your biggest fear and how we can address them and help you to eliminate them. And also we will see if that even makes sense for us to work together. So just book a call, but one more warning. This is only for serious people who are serious about their health goals, who are willing to invest and work to transform, who are not looking for a quick fix, who want to enjoy their lives and being able to take care of themselves and being able to move, who want to move freely without wheelchair or walker now and in the future, or want to really are serious about this to look and feel at least 10 years younger. So here is this is the link, and this is our, if you are invited, but somebody, just get in touch with the person who invited you to this call and get together with them, and they would be able to help you to set up this call. And for everywhere, if you just want this proven guide to our age reversal system, that's our gift for you. Just go to this link, bediscomfortfree.com, and you will get this power proven system. So you probably still have questions. Of course, that is the reason why I ask you to book a call. So this is all what I wanted to share with you. Thank you so much for being here and listening to this. And now, let me just get Elizabeth, because I promise you that she will share her story. And after this, I asked Tony to share his story, and then we will answer some of your questions. Thank you. Elizabeth? Yes.
So would you like me to tell you the whole story?
Yes,
How this
because
started?
a little bit about what was happening with you, what kind of problems you have, how we work together, and just very shortly, of course, not a webinar. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I had a back problem for 28 years. I tried all kinds of different remedies, and I would go to chiropractor and acupuncture, and I try everything what I could, and I was helping myself, but I knew it. I'm not fixing the problem. And so when I met Grażyna and Tony and I hear about the product, I tried, and it took me 1 year and my problem disappeared. But I wanted to let you know that after 6 months, I was doing pretty good. I was very happy. I get again the pain, which scared me. But because I work with Grażyna and Tony, and I had a contact with them all the time. If I had any question, I called Tony, and I was a little disappointed. I said, Tony, my back is killing me, and this is supposed to be better, not worse. And he said, oh, that's a good news. I was like, good news? Because my back is killing me? What are you talking about? And then he explained me how this works. Then sometimes when you are taking this product, you can start feel worse than better. And so when you understand how the product works, then it's much, much easier, because otherwise you take something and you're getting pain, then you are like giving up if you don't have anyone to talk to, if you don't understand how this product works. So it's very important to have someone and work with, which like Grażyna or Tony, or like when I helping people, they call me, I talk to them all the time, so they know how this product works. And it's wonderful. And my husband is taking, he doesn't have any problems, but hey, oh, Christina, the slide you show, like 45% people between 65 and 79 years old, they have already some limitation. And I was thinking about my husband, who is 79, and he started AD, and he doesn't take any medication, and he does everything around the house. He doesn't sit down, watch TV. He's very active. We go to gym twice a year, and then we
Once
go
a year.
to a week. I'm sorry, a week. So we are very, very active. No medication, but we are taking very good products. So we feel good. And by the way, this morning I gave my blood, and pretty soon I will know how my biological age too. So I'm so
Yes,
excited about
fantastic.
it.
This
Yeah.
is Carrie, the same what we are doing.
Mm-hmm.
Corey, are you there?
Oh,
Yes,
yes,
yes, yes.
yeah.
Yeah. So Corey was
That's the
Corey
Function
was
Health.
the one, Elizabeth, who introduced me to this program.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Function Health.
fantastic. So you will let me know when you get results.
I will.
Yes,
And then
fantastic. Thank you. And I know that it took you 8 months. And you know what? This is a magical number. I don't know why, but people who had more problems, and especially are a little older, they need 8 months. I mean, the Irenka from Poland, although she was only 50 years old, but she had so big, the doctors put her through 11 orthopedic surgeries for her knees, 11 orthopedic surgeries on full anesthesia. Imagine what happened to her body. She was a disaster. So we were taking her from that point to recover. So it took us 8 months. 8 months. The longest time that I ever had to keep people, encourage them all the time, it was 1 year. It was 1 year. It was one woman from Poland. And guess what? I mean, her husband was, oh, she needs some surgery because she's suffering. I cannot look at her, how she suffers. And so I said, just wait. It's so important to work with somebody that can encourage you, because as Elizabeth said, you can lose hope and you give up. And really, surgery should be your last resort. Your last resort.
But Christina, I want when I had a problem, I went to doctor and they couldn't do nothing for me. They were like waiting until I'm going to be at the point, then they will do the operation. And I really didn't like this. And I was like in shock. And I was like, oh, okay, so I'm here to get help. And then you are telling me I'm going to watch you? Watch me for what? So I knew
we're
it at this
getting
point.
worse, right?
I have
No,
to take this in my
because
hands.
Elizabeth, they don't have anything. It's not they don't want to, they just don't have anything. Because if you cannot rebuild synovial fluid, and they have nothing to rebuild synovial fluid with, they have injection of hyaluronic acid with a large molecule, which is filler. Filler doesn't rebuild anything. So they can't help you. They can't help you. We have something which is, and they are not into promoting the natural products. We have something that you have no side effects, and it's bioidentical to your body, and it rebuilds synovial fluid. There's nothing like this on the market. Nothing.
Exactly.
So what happened to you, just imagine those vertebrae were together. The same what happened to Basha. She had her disc slipping out, and she was in a terrible pain all the time. But if you hydrate it, hydrate those spaces between vertebrae, then that's what can help you and then when you hydrate this and they are optimized size of the molecule, they enter your body, and they start rebuilding. And that's what the Dr. Brady told me, who is orthopedic surgeon, professor of orthopedic here in Florida. That's what he was teaching me, that that's exactly what is happening. So that's what we have. Corey, I want to get back to you. It's 5 minutes we have, and then Tony, because you are taking the products for a short period of time, and what have you noticed? What motivates you to even take it, and what you see as so far?
Yeah. What really motivated me were all the things you said in this webinar today, particularly the hyaluronic acid piece that I learned for the first time from you and about this product and the idea about we are using creams for our face, everything, but the hyaluronic acid cannot get in and cannot penetrate. It's too large a molecule. And how impactful that is. And I'm a scientist, a researcher, so I was really appreciative of the scientific studies, of which they've been, one of them I've looked up myself, which was a refereed clinical study with a number of women. I forget the number now, it may have been 70 women who were closer to my age that really had success with this product. So I've been taking it, yes, for about 3 months now. And first of all, I love the taste. It's easy to take. I've been on a lot of supplements. I'm gradually going off those because I do have side effects from some supplements. I do not have any side effects from this. So my skin is continuing to improve. I do other things, but I think I've had a little bit more of a boost here this last month. Now I see some slight difference, and I'm looking forward to continuing this. And I expect it's going to take a year, even at my age, with all I do nutrition-wise and hydrating and exercising. It just takes time when you're in your 70s.
Yeah, but what is your biological age? You have also reversed.
Oh, yes. Well, similar to you.
14 years, right?
The reason I went to Function Health to figure this out, among other things, to find out preventatively if there was anything happening in my body, but they calculated it, and I'm 15.1 years younger than my age. I am right now 76, and I guess that really translates to 60, like almost 60, 61.8 or something like that. It was what it came out to. So I was very pleased to see that. And I'm going to track that every year, actually.
Yeah.
They'll calculate that every year for me. And based on
Because
a lot of
is
it.
so, yeah, sorry to disturb you, but this is so important. This is a basic thing what we are talking about: connective tissue, your digestive system, and your inflammation. But the rest, if you test what really your body needs and you supplement only those things that you really need and not running like from everywhere and I need this, I buy this, I buy this, because too much is also not going to work for you for your benefit.
Right. It should be personalized, and and you do need to pay attention to the quantity of what you're bringing in. If you're taking it from non-food, from food, it's natural. You're not going to get overdoses from having too much omega-3s from the fish. So, yes, or B vitamins for that matter.
Fantastic. And Tony, you as a health coach, what have you noticed with you're very young. Put your you are muted, Tony. So what you are very young still. So you were working with this product for 12 years. So why would you even as a young person with interested in this, this first thing, and why you are even taking care of people, and what are your results?
Well, I started it because I saw what it did for my stepfather, and I said, I don't care that I'm young. I don't care that I don't have problems. I will be drinking this because I saw what it did. It was for me like a no-brainer. Of course, when something is it basically worked a miracle on my stepfather. So why would you not drink something that causes miracles to happen? So that was my reasoning. And now, because I started it and then I went to my high school reunion and everyone kind of looked the same because it was the 10 years. But now at the 20-year reunion, I was like, now I see why we've been taking this for the past 10 years, because people told me like, oh, you look like you did in high school. And I literally got that comment from somebody. And and then some people, when I looked, it was like, now you can really tell it's been 20 years since high school. And so it's really more clear to me than ever why I do it. And then I just got off the phone with somebody now who's, I mean, two people actually, both are seeing great results. And, you know, the more results that people get with this, the biggest thing for people to get is that 3 months is a long time in some ways, but with this, 3 months is not a long time at all. And the changes that you see over a year, and then, you know, now in some cases in 10 years, I mean, even Elizabeth Catholic, I remember like 6 years ago, I mean, every time I see her, she looks better and it just transforms her appearance. My mom as well. I mean, everybody, it's just so amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, you really do. I mean, it's so amazing to see. And then when you look at people, because we meet but basically once a year sometimes with different people and seeing their progress, like remembering how they looked 10 years ago and then looking at them now, it's like you don't look or feel 10 years older, which if you really stop to think about that comment, I mean, that's a big deal to not look or feel 10 years older. And yet that's what, I mean, my mom, if she went down her trajectory that she was going down 12 years ago, she was already having problems with her hips and she was stopping running because she needed to, she said, well, I'm 60, you know, people don't run at 60 anymore. So I'm just not going to run anymore. It's normal, right? Normal. And now because of this, she was able to run again. And now it's been 12 years and she's able to show people up 20 years younger than her at the gym. She's able to do all sorts of things with her connective tissue and with running around airports, catching flights. And none of that probably would be possible anymore at this point if she didn't do this. You know?
That's last question, and that's it. We have to finish, but a last question is, what would you say to young people, young girls who are looking into Botox, you know, young men who are doing sports, you know, and weightlifting? Just very shortly, what would you advise to give to them?
I would advise to take the Life Blend twice a day, first of all. And of course, you want to exercise and eat well and all that as well. That's all very important. But really, if you just add the Life Blend into your life, no matter what age you are, you can have a huge transformation in your life.
Yeah. So anyhow, if you want to know more, that is basically, you know, book the appointment with us. And this is meetme.so/be well. This is, I will send you recording for this webinar. I hope, let me know if that was informative enough, if that was useful for you. And we are looking forward to hear from you more. Okay. Thank you so much. And thank you very much for coming and listening. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.